Welcome to the Start-or-Sitshow with Jeff Krisko. He's the one with his thumbs up. I'm not. Hey, Jeff, how are you?
I'm doing great. Evan said, "You ready to go?" And usually it's like, "All right, let's get some stuff going." And he was like, "All right, we're on." So I was probably the best start to the episode with me going wide-eyed, full bug-eyed mode, trying to catch up to Evan. So I'm doing good, doing great. Niners can't hurt me today. In fact, today the Niners can only get better position in the playoffs, which is incredible. With the Bears and the Packers game, one of them, whoever loses, will end up behind the 49ers. If they tie both of them, or I'm sorry, if they tie, the Packers will hilariously have two ties and end up behind the 49ers. So only it can't bad happen. Only good can happen. But with rooting for against the 49ers, don't do it.
Consider it not
That was a
done.
that was me paraphrasing our president of the United States of America. All
I
right.
am a person. Yes, vamping
Wow.
achieved.
Wow. I am a person. Evan, your positive affirmations are really working.
Thank you. How are you
I
doing?
am a
I'm a
person.
real boy. How
I'm a
are you
real.
doing in your BML, whatever that is?
Oh God, my home league. So here's what's going on: is guy the I'm the best team in the league. Okay, it's a dynasty league. I built a monster. Some injuries have hurt me this season, so I'm not in first place. But I was like, all right, I got everybody back. I'm cruising. And then I got haymaker after haymaker this week. The same team traded for Davante Adams, Rasheed Rice, and Chase Brown.
Do you know what you're looking for?
So I'm like, oh,
Here's a picture.
cool. So I'm this week I'm playing for again. I'm playing against a team that's tanking, which is nice, but I'm playing for a bye week. So that's what I'm hoping for today. But the trades end today until the end of the season. So I'm trying to trade for Jahmyr Gibbs. I've offered up to the Jahmyr Gibbs manager 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and Woody Marks. I'm expecting him to counter for Kyle Monangai, and I will accept that. I will slam that accept button. So yeah, how are you doing in your big money league?
And I'm back. Wait, I forgot to turn my microphone off. Wow, I'm doing great today.
He's killing it, folks. He is killing it. Oh, here we go. Here's enter private league. I'm trying to figure out Mythic Football how to enter the private league so I can chat it up during this live stream.
Oh, fabulous.
Beep, beep, boop. Just trying to find the username and password. Or league ID and password.
I just posted the
Password,
league ID
password.
in the general chat channel.
Oh, in FA? Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I was scrolling through Mythic Football. All right. Um, League ID. There it is. There it is. Name thy team. I'll go Buccaneers Irving. Name thyself. Jeff Crisco. That's me. I'm wagering 100 Mithril. Win up to 700. Okay, that's ready to go. All right. So while I'm setting this up, let's let's talk about the inactives report for this week. So, it's mostly um it's mostly Cardinals. So Justin Herbert expected back from his hand surgery, which is wild. Shout out Justin Herbert. Justin Fields, Kyler Murray both out. Kyler Murray's on IR. I added him to the list because it sounds like from the reporting in Arizona, they won't be activating him at all this season. So it's Jacoby Brissett season, rest of season. Say season one more time, Jeff. At running back, Kyren Williams and Omarion Hampton, Woody Marks, Kyle Monangai. Oops, I typoed Woody Mark. Woody Marks, Kyle Monangai, and Dylan Sampson are all in. Alvin Kamara, Emari Demercado, and Trey Benson are out, which means it's going to be Bam Knight and Michael Carter out there in Arizona. Wide receiver, Chris Olave is in, as is Davante Adams and Pat Bryant. Jayden Reed is a game time decision for Green Bay. And Drake London, Roma Dunze, Marvin Harrison Jr., Greg Dortch, Parker Washington are all out, and Dalton Kincaid is in. So that's our injury report for this week. Not a lot craziness going on. Evan, how's your injury report for this week?
My neck hurts.
Your neck hurts. Perfect. Mine does too.
Aren't the Cardinals down their top 3 running backs and their top 5 wide receivers or something?
No, they're down their top 3 running backs. They're down their top 2. I would say 2 of their top 3 because Michael Wilson's better than Greg Dortch.
Wow.
So
you heard it here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of which, let's talk a little bit about my boom wide receiver of the week, Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson had 7 targets last week, and Marvin Harrison Jr.'s return didn't do much with it, 3 for 36. But in the 2 weeks that Marvin Harrison missed prior to that game, he had 33 targets, 25 catches, and 303 yards. He finished as a top 10 wide receiver twice in those 2 games, despite not scoring a touchdown. So it's like it's all the way up for Michael Wilson and Trey McBride, despite the bad matchup going up against the Rams secondary, which stifles wide receivers. The volume, you simply cannot get past the volume. So there's that. Yeah, so that's my boom wide receiver. My boom quarterback, it's a bad week for quarterbacks, honestly. There's only 2 guys that are really weekly starters. With good matchups this week that aren't getting affected by weather. And that's Baker Mayfield and Bo Nix. I went with Bo Nix just because the Raiders stink out loud. Jordan Love has a good matchup against the Bears, but that's supposed to be a horrible weather game. So they're probably going to run the football as much as humanly possible. So it's a bad week for quarterbacks. So when you're choosing between Bo Nix and Baker Mayfield's fine, but it's not a good week. It's not a good week, folks. Boom wide receiver, I already mentioned. Boom running back, Chase Brown, going up against the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills are allowing 4.2 yards after contact per rush attempt. A league average rush attempt is 4.3 yards. So they're giving up a league average after contact. They're the only team in the league allowing more than 4 yards per contact. 4 yards after contact per rush. They're the number 1 team in my model. They're my number 1 running back matchup. He's been getting 15 plus touches in every single game this season. So that's my GP Ryan. Tight end, it's very straightforward. It's whoever is playing the Cincinnati Bengals. So this week that would be Dalton Kincaid returning from injury. The Cincinnati Bengals allow the most fantasy points to tight ends by 5.6 points per game. So the number 2 team, Jacksonville, allows 17.4. That difference between what would that be, 23 points that the Bengals allow and the 17.4 that the Jags allow is the same difference as the Jags, who are second, and the Giants, who are 22nd. So they're almost twice as good a matchup as a below average matchup. So whoever's playing against the Bengals is your boom tight end of the week. So this week is Dalton Kincaid. So to recap, we've got Bo Nix in a get-right game against the Raiders, or Baker Mayfield, however you prefer. You've got Chase Brown, Michael Wilson, and Dalton Kincaid.
Fabulous.
Fabuloso.
Those are just boom players of the week. We have an audience. Go ahead and type in your questions.
Yeah, folks, I'm getting my lead lineup together right now. Starting with those guys, Chase Brown, Michael Wilson, Dalton Kincaid are all in my lineup. I'm going with the Browns DST because whatever the over is on Myles Garrett's sack total, take it. He's chasing the record, and Cam Ward's the most sacked man in the NFL. So it's going to be a bloodbath in Tennessee. I'm sorry, it's in Cleveland, but versus Tennessee. So I'm going to go spend up big at my second running back spot. Going to snag James Cook. I think that's going to be a shootout in Buffalo and Cincinnati. So I'm going Chase Brown, James Cook, Dalton Kincaid there. Those are probably the most rock-solid guys that I don't have to pay up for. Because I'd have to pay up for Jamar Chase or T. Higgins. All right, I'm going to chase down a quarterback. I probably got to go naked quarterback this week in a small pool like Will Leeds. Oh, you know what? I bet he's probably, Jayden Daniels, $6,000. I was going to say Jayden Daniels is probably the cheat code this week. because he got activated late in the week, so he's only $6,000. I'll pair him with Scary Terry and then see where we are.
Solid. And you are doing Waleed's Millionaire Challenge? Is that what this is?
It's just his weekly just his weekly league. No Millionaire Challenge. Millionaire Challenge is wild. I shan't be doing that. Let's see. Down line. Let's see. Rashid Shaheed, Josh Downs. None of these guys. I shan't be interested in them. I'll throw in Luther Burden. His salary isn't going to be commensurate with his role because of the late in week Rome Odunze injury. So that leaves me $6,900 for flex. Let's scroll down here. We are chilling. I'm going to go. Oh. Ooh, that gives me Josh Jacobs. That's what puts me right in the Josh Jacobs zone. All right, perfect. So I'm going Jaden Daniels, pairing him with Terry McLaurin, going Chase Brown and James Cook. Going to throw in Luther Burden, Terry McLaurin, Michael Wilson, Dalton Kincaid. My flex is Josh Jacobs and the Browns DST. So Waleed, give me the money now. Give me the money.
Will. Football Absurdity says, hi, first time, long time. I have a Kia Sedona 2016. Every year I replace the back turn light, but after the rainy season it goes out again. Any advice?
If it's the same light every year going out, and if you're replacing the whole housing, the lens and housing, and not just the bulb, which you're probably looking at as which you're probably looking at as a seal issue that's leading to a wiring issue. That's my best guess. I'm not a mechanic. I do collision stuff.
So I need to caulk it.
No, you need to. No, don't put caulk in your car.
Okay.
You need to get new seals.
I made your mashed potato recipe.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was good.
That's it? That's all you got to say?
It was really good.
Questions?
It was best mashed potatoes I've ever had.
That's right. That's what we're looking for, folks. I told you to not worry so hard about the eggs.
I worried hard.
You shouldn't have.
I ended up adding another step and stirring them in a different container, even though you said not to.
Oh my God, Evan! Why? What did that achieve? What was the point of that?
Less things to work with, because I was worried that when I stir the potatoes with the egg, I wouldn't stir it enough to break the yolks. Yolks are hard to break, man.
Oh my God, this is how I do it. I have them in a container, right? My 6 eggs. They're in a container. Pretend this bowl is my 6 eggs. This is my popcorn bowl. Pretend this is my container. I go, bloop, drop one yolk in. I take the potato masher. I put it through the yolk, and then I swirl it around, and then I mash it. You're in such a panic. Such a panic. It's fine.
It turned out fine.
You were straight up panicking last week. You were like, but what if I screwed? I'm like, Evan, these are the only way you could screw them up is if you put too many yolks in at once, which is why I said don't stir them. Like, don't mix them up, because that could run you the risk of them if you putting too much in at once. That's why I said not to do it.
Oh yeah.
It was a meeting. What am I looking for? A serving size issue, I guess, is what I'm looking for.
So what I did was I stirred up the 6 eggs in a separate cup, and then I added it 1/6 at a time.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
If you want to do extra work, go for it.
It made me feel better.
You're like, this is my recipe now. Just like I took it. I'm like, this Gordon Ramsay recipe, this is my recipe now. You did the same thing with mine. You're like, yeah, this is my riff on my friend's recipe. He says not to stir the eggs, but I stir the eggs.
It's the exact same recipe, but with more work.
Yeah, exactly. With one more. Uh-oh. I tried to go into draft and mythic football, and it kicked me out.
Huh.
Oh, there we go. I think it's never show tutorials again. Get out of here.
Yeah, it'll show you that every time.
All right. Let's do this. Let's do some mythic football. All right, let's draft. Legendary pack, number 1. My choices: Josh Jacobs, Patrick Mahomes, Chris Olave. Astronaut boosts. Astronaut boots. Touchdowns give times 3 points. Wow. Or 4 points for receptions. Times 4 points for receptions. Oh, man. One thing I think that they should put on here, and I'm going to tell them, is we need to know who they're playing. Like, you have to click the little... Oh, man, I accidentally chose Chris Olave. Okay. All right.
Just make a new team.
Nah, it's fine. I'll be okay. So my choices now: Lamar Jackson, Davante Chan, Jamar Chase. Times 4 points for reception is the boost. Legendary ball hog gloves, or Tom Brady's playbook: passing yards, point value multiplied by 2. I'm not playing Lamar Jackson at all in any circumstances. Davante Chan is playing up against the Jets. That's a great matchup. Jamar Chase going up against the Bills. Let's double check the weather in that game. Let's see. We got Jamar Chase. Sunny day. Sunny day. There's a lot of weather. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. I was looking at the Browns, not the Bengals. 40% chance of snow. I'm going to move away from that. I'll go Davante Chan here. All right, perfect. Now we're at the rare pack. Justin Jefferson, Derrick Henry, Tyrod Taylor. Gain 1 point for every 15 rushing yards or plus 60 receiving yards. I think Justin Jefferson gets it going again. I'm believing in J.J. McCarthy, which is famous last words. And I think I can get a better regular quarterback. So I'll go with Justin Jefferson. So far through 3 picks: Davante Chan, Chris Olave, Justin Jefferson. Joe Burrow or Ashton Genty. Wow. Or some good gear. We got carries and pass completions gain 0.4 points, 8 bonus points for every receiving yards, or 20 or more carries gain 10 plus points. Well, I went with a pass catching running back, so I shouldn't go with that rock tote bag. Moss mode would be great for Justin Jefferson or Chris Olave. Carries and pass completions. I think I'm going to go Moss mode so I can put it on my guys. So I'll decide if I want to do Chris Olave or... Oh, my God. And my potential boom running back, James Cook, just sitting right there for me. Perfect. James Cook. So I've got Davante Chan, James Cook, Chris Olave,
Nice.
Justin Jefferson, and a nice gear. I was thinking I was going to go gear this round, but Jayden Daniels is sitting right there. So now I got Jayden Daniels to add to that group. Now I've got a rare round full of gear. Like, it's all gear from here on out. So fumbles lost gain 18 points instead of losing points. Damn, that's crazy. Plus 25 carries, 1 point per uncaught target, and targets gain 0.5 points. So we get 0.5 points per target. I think I'm going to get that and throw it on either Justin Jefferson or Chris Olave, because that's it's a lot of targets going towards those guys. All right. Now my next gear, I've got third arm, which is points per receiving yard are increased by 0.1. Essentially, is that right? Points per receiving yard increased by 0.1. That feels very overpowered. Feels OP, as the kids say. 1 point per uncut target, plus 60 receiving yards, or carries and pass completions gain plus 0.4 points. Not interested in that. Gain 1 point for every 15 rushing yards. I feel like this third arm is going to be very OP. Points per receiving yard increased by 0.1.
That's what we're doing now. We're trying to find the OP build and break a player.
That feels like that's. I feel like that is double. Like, that's doubling your points per receiving yard.
Do you have perfectly deflated football?
Not yet. I haven't come across
that. Needs to be nerfed. Player gets 3.5x passing yards.
Oh my God.
That's how I scored like hundreds with my last 2 quarterbacks.
All right. So pass attempts plus 0.25 points. I have Jayden Daniels. That's not worth it. Moss mode. I think I already have a Moss mode. Yeah. Double Moss mode. If I go double Moss mode on Justin Jefferson, that could break him.
Combo the multipliers. Always combo the multipliers.
Multiply base receiving yards by 2. Yeah.
That's insane.
So that's insane. So I'm going with that. I'm gonna stack I'm gonna try to break Justin Jefferson. Actually, I'll probably try to break Justin Jefferson. All right, then we're into the common guys. Gain 5 targets, and targets are worth plus 0.2 points. 4 bonus points for every 60 rushing yards. 3 receptions added. Gain 0.5. Same one as before, except it's gain 5. Blah 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 blah. plus 5 completions, and completions are plus 0.2 points, or carries gain plus 0.3 points. I have not really two heavy carry guys. I'm trying to. I think I would do 4 points for every 60 rushing yards. I'll throw that on James Cook. All right, pass and rush yards times 0.3. Gain 5 pass attempts. Carries gain 0.3 points. 4 bonus points for every 60 rushing
How many
yards.
quarterback years do you have right now?
I have none because I'm going Jayden Daniels, so I'm not going passing yards.
Gotcha.
I'm going rushing. I'm trying to up rushing, and actually this will work pass and rush. Well, actually, does pass yards include receiving yards? That's passing yards. Gain 0.5, carries gain 0.3, 4 bonus points. I'm going to do pass and rush yards times 0.3. I'm going to throw that on Jayden Daniels, see what that does. Multiply 0.4 plus 0.4 rush yards. I feel like that's one of those breaking things. All right. It gets less exciting when you get the commons. It's like, oh, none of these are game breaking. I'm trying to stack multipliers now. So we've got plus 3 points per reception, plus 20 rushing yards, gain 5 targets, and targets are worth 0.2 points, and gain 3 receptions. But I'm going to go with multiplying 0.4 rush yards. I'm trying to break this. I'm trying to break players. So I'm just going multipliers. Team win gains. Ooh, team wins by 10 gain or more. Huh? Team wins by 10 gain or more. Plus 10 points. I think that's if a team wins by 10 or more, you get plus 10 points. I think the verbiage
That is
on
that.
boot. Yeah, the verbiage on boots of butt kicking needs a tweak. Oh boy, I don't think any of the teams are going to run away with it. Passes completed with 0.4 points. Game. This potion of visualization they really want me to take. Do I have any rushing yards that I can stack? Base receiving yards. 4 bonus points for every 60 rushing yards. I'll take this plus 20 rushing yards so I can stack it with all these rushing bonuses I have. All right. Half point per uncaught target for target practice or flag drawing board. Multiplier 0.4 passing yards, 0.4 times passing yards. Flacco cannon, 1 bonus point for every 50 passing yards. VR headset, your first touchdown gains 0.4 points. Carries gain 0.3 points. I'm gonna go with the multiplier. I'm gonna try to stack these multipliers up. Interceptions thrown plus 12 points. Plus 60 passing yards. Rushing receiving yards times 0.25. Plus 20 receiving yards, 4-point bonus for 50 receiving yards. All right, I went with the multiplier. All right. So we're gonna go to unheld. Let's see. Let's start with anything with passing in it, so I can throw that. Pass and rush yards. Penny whistle. That's going to Jayden Daniels. Let's see what else I have passing. Clean this up a little bit. Multiplier 0.4x passing yards. That's going to flag drawing board. That's also going to Jayden Daniels. All right. All right. So, Evan, I think I'm going to stack. This is what I'm going to do. On Krisko NFL, I think I'm going to stack multiply base receiving yards by 2. 8 bonus points for every receiving yard. And points per receiving yard increased by 0.1. I think that's my plan. I'm going to stack all that on Krisko NFL and see what it does. I feel like that could do a lot. All right, perfect. So that leaves us with a fully stacked... Oh, no. Jayden Daniels only has 2 on him. Okay. We got a fully stacked Krisko NFL. 8 bonus points for every 80 receiving yards. Points per receiving yards increased by 0.1. And multiply base receiving yards by 2. So I feel like that makes that... Is that 0.4 points per yard for Krisko NFL?
That sounds right.
0.4 points per yard for Krisko NFL. All right, perfect. All right. I'm going to throw this targets gain 0.5 points. The golden fishing rod, I'll throw that on Justin Jefferson here. That gives me a chance to just like, because I have a feeling that J.J. McCarthy's going to go target hog on him. All right. And then I'm going to stack my sicko rushing yard stuff. So multiplier 0.4, 0.4, and plus, I'm sorry, 0.4 for rush yards, zero point 0.4 for rush yards. So I'm going double Heelys and whirly legs, which is rush and receiving yards times 0.25. I'm throwing those all on James Cook. So I'm going to throw that on James Cook. I'm going to throw that on James Cook. And I'm going to throw that on James Cook. So now I've got a fully stacked James Cook. I've got a double stacked Jayden Daniels.
Last week, James Cook, I stacked him up, and he got me 125 points.
Woo! That's wild. Wait, where did I lost my guy? Oh, that's because I stacked Chris Olave. I'm looking at Justin Jefferson. I'm like, what is going on here? So I've got a fully stacked Chris Olave, fully stacked James Cook. Now I've got 6 bonus points for every 60 rushing yards. I'll throw that on Davante, whatever. And plus 20 rushing yards. I'll also throw that on Davante. So these the non-multipliers are just not that thrilling.
They really are, blah.
Yeah, unless you get a great stack with them. So all right, my team, I've got Jayden Daniels getting a 0.3 multiplier for pass and rush yards, as well as a 0.4 multiplier for pass yards. I've got Davante getting plus 20 rushing yards and 4 points for every 60 rushing yards. I've got James Cook, who I'm trying to beat or trying to crack the game with. Double Heelys, which means 0.8 yards per rush yard. I'm sorry, 0.8 times per rush yard, and then rush and receiving yards times 0.25. So that's every rush
that's
yard
really
is
good.
0.8. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. If he breaks a long one, that's gonna be like game breaking. Chris Olave, he's the guy I'm trying to break. Actually, I'm going to switch this. I think I'm going to try to break with Justin Jefferson. Why would I try to break with Chris Olave when I have Justin Jefferson?
That sounds like a winning lineup, except for I'm in the league. I'm trying to. I shouldn't even talk smack because I've been alpha testing this for 17 months, whereas you all have been playing for 2 weeks. I'm trying to break my passing yards record from week 12. I have Josh Allen, and he has perfectly deflated football for 3.5x passing yards, and 2 curling caps for a combined 1.2x pass and rush yards. Do you want to guess what my record is I got with Dak Prescott for passing yards 2 weeks ago?
Wasn't it like 125 or something?
Yeah, but I'm talking about the yards he ended up with.
Oh, no, I don't know. It's 500.
2,744. He had a whole season in one game. Then I have RJ Harvey, and what did I put on him? I put on rush and receiving yards 2.25x, so nothing big there. I went all big on Josh Allen, so it's going to be underwhelming from here on out. I have Quinshawn Judkins. He gets 4 points for every 60 rushing yards, and every carry he gets 0.4 points, and I add 10 carries for having 2 bags of holding on him. I have Emeka Egbuka, and it's plus 1 point for every 2 receptions, which is boring. And then I have Jalen Waddle, and he gets 0.6 points per reception, and 2 catcher's mitts means 0.8x receiving yards. Best of luck.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, best of luck to me. You've got way better gear than I do. I need to maybe I need to go away from stacking players and I need to get into gear.
My wife just rushed into the room so proud that she knew what perfectly deflated football was referencing. Which is pretty good for her, honestly.
All right. Let's run through some weather really quick. So there was a lot of hype this week about weather being a little bit iffy. But we've got 5 games in domes this week, so nothing to worry about there. We got clear skies. We got mostly cloudy on Texans Chiefs, Steelers Ravens, Dolphins Jets. We got fog on Titans Browns, which isn't bad. We got fully clear skies for Bears and Packers, but it's supposed to be 17 degrees at kickoff. We've only got 2 games that are looking like they have a chance of weather in terms of like precipitation. Bills Bengals 40% chance of snow, and Colts Jaguars down to only 22% chance of rain. That was originally a big thing that people were worried about. I know Logan in the Discord was asking about the rain, but it looks like it's just going to be nasty instead of like an active detriment to the game, as my father-in-law calls it, football weather. So, today's the Pearl Harbor anniversary. Uh-oh.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm trying to manage this household.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
I thought this was a situation where I thought I lost you and you lost me.
No, I'm sorry. I should tell you when I do that. My bad.
Yeah.
My hosting is
Any
not
questions
up to snuff. Just that Kia one from that weirdo.
The podcast. We put AK Magic, Forum Superstar in. Looking like we are going Friday, January 30th. So after the championship games, before the Pro Bowl, we're going to have him on to talk cricket. Cricket, what is it, World Championships, whatever they're called. Those start on the 6th. The USA team, I think he said, starts on the 3rd. So it works out perfectly. We're going to learn. Mike Walker and I are going to learn cricket from AK Magic, and I'm really excited. This has been like a year in the making.
That's cool. And that's the boring week before the Super Bowl. Do you know?
That's the one where we're always like, what do we do? What do we do?
Do you remember Lady Sandry from our Discord and this chat?
Of course.
Do you know that her and I have the same birthday?
I did not know that.
Did you know that this year our birthday falls on the Super Bowl?
Oh, wow.
I'm planning a little something for the Discord. I'm planning like a big little razzle dazzle makeover for the day.
A razzle dazzle.
Yeah, there's like a secret party mode you can unlock. We're clicking, it sprays confetti and just party stuff. So I'm trying to get that on there, just to
all right.
acknowledge the moment.
You know, nobody's ever done that for my birthday, so just only Evan. Evan's birthday.
It's on the Super Bowl.
What's that? Never heard of it. The Superb Owl.
The Superb Owl.
The Superb Owl.
And it's only because I guess now that they have 18 weeks, it'll be on my birthday every 7 years or 6 years. So that's interesting.
All right. Every once in a while, my birthday lands on. Actually, it should be the same year. The same years that your birthday lands on the Super Bowl, mine would land on President's Day.
So by simple extension of logic, this year?
Yeah.
Cool. That's nice. Do you get that day off?
Nope.
I'm sorry.
We don't even get the day after Thanksgiving off, big dog.
Whoa.
Also, apparently, Miami got in over Notre Dame in the college football playoffs.
Have they announced that?
They're doing it right now.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Selection committee. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna pull up this so-called football. I'll bite. What is football?
I didn't watch any college this morning for obvious reasons. Still hurts.
Morning?
Yeah, it still hurts a little.
I don't know what happened.
Ohio State lost to Indiana.
Why'd you do that?
It was
me.
Because they sent me out to kick a 28-yard field. Ohio State missed a 28-yard field goal to tie with like 1.5 minutes left.
If it was me, I simply would not have done that. All
Fair.
right, so right now it looks like Oregon, Texas Tech, Alabama, Oklahoma, Indiana, Ole Miss, Georgia, Miami, Texas A&M, and Ohio State. Is that all 12? No, we're missing 2. We're missing whoever Oregon's playing and whoever Ole Miss is playing in the first round.
Did we get an ACC team yet?
I don't know college football that well. Let's see. Football. I'm just gonna get a list of ACC teams real quick. Let's see. We've got. It doesn't look like we have one.
Oh, we got the second seed. I'll take it. Considering we ended on us.
Yeah, you guys got the second seed. So yeah, it looks like. Tulane. Tulane is in at 11.
Annie,
What?
Tulane is in the college football playoffs.
That never happens.
It happened.
Okay.
Wow. And Miami's in. Yeah, Miami's the ACC team.
Annie is a little shocked. She's a Tulane graduate. She's like, our
Yeah,
team sucks. What?
Yeah, I would be shocked as well. If James Madison?
Wait, what?
James Madison made it in.
We had about it.
James Madison University is also in the college football playoffs, apparently.
Isn't that like a holy roller college?
That's
I don't.
wild.
What
They're
does that
They're
mean?
going crazy. James, the president?
Well, go James Madison.
Go James Madison? They're going to get stomped by Oregon. Sorry. That's wild. Yeah. So Tulane. So your first round is going to be James Madison at Oregon, Alabama at Oklahoma, Tulane at Ole Miss, Miami at Texas A&M. And then whoever wins the first... Oh, get out of here. Notre Dame. Nobody cares. First one out, Notre Dame. James Madison. Whoever wins against James Madison in Oregon takes on Texas Tech. Whoever wins against Bama and Oklahoma takes on Indiana. Whoever wins against Tulane and Ole Miss takes on Georgia. Whoever wins against Miami and A&M takes on Ohio State. First team out, Notre Dame. Second team out, BYU. Congratulations, Rip Bozos. You didn't make it.
That's too bad for them, I guess. But
Nope.
maybe don't lose 2 games.
Yeah. Have you considered not losing 2 games?
Where are you getting this information from?
What's this? ESPN?
Weird.
ESPN? Yeah. I have the show pulled up, the college football selection show pulled up. Nobody cares, Kirk Herbstreit. Get out of here. Okay.
James Madison.
Yeah, James Madison, baby.
Huh.
Everybody is apparently mad about Bama making it over Notre Dame.
That's
Apparently,
fair.
that's what's going on.
And Arch
That's
Manning's
interesting.
not in it.
Get wrecked. Arch
Number
Manning.
1 preseason team, not in the playoffs.
That's because Arch Manning sucks.
Yeah, he's a work in progress. Forever.
He's a work, all right. A piece of work.
He sells.
Do we have any questions?
No.
Do we have any viewers? Are we just chatting?
we're
with each other?
scrolling between 5 and 8 viewers.
All right. Well, if anybody has any questions,
Oh, hold on.
whoa, we've got a bunch of questions.
We do have a bunch of questions. My bad.
Whoa.
I'm doing a bad job today.
Evan, terrible hosting here. All right,
Really
let's go
bad.
To the top. Kincaid or Schultz? Dalton Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid is a must-play this week. He's my boom tight end of the week. Hey, guys, hope you're well. From OJ, Godwin over Vele and 0.5 PPR. Yes. From Mini, PPR, Vidal or Chris Rodriguez. I'm going to go with Vidal. I'm going to go Kamani Vidal here. I think that they're going to protect Justin Herbert, and they're going to both Vidal and Omarion and Hampton are going to eat. Put whole eggs in mashed potatoes. Send me to prison. I'll send you to prison, Minnie. Report. Block. Get out of here. Mr. J says Lamar versus Pitt or Jayden Daniels at Minnesota. I am starting Jayden Daniels over everybody not named Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, or Jalen Hurts. There's one more in there, but it wasn't Lamar. Jacoby or Daniels? Going Jayden Daniels there. Neal or Swift in PPR? Going, give me DeAndre Swift. What's up with Baltimore? They're terrible. Morning, pick one to bench, full PPR. Hampton versus Eagles. Woody Marks at KC. BTJ versus Indy. I want to see BTJ do something before I start him. And Evan, we are fully caught up. I did it. Okay.
My God. Sorry about
High
that,
five
y'all.
to me.
My app just decided to not load comments.
Yeah, Evan was too busy talking about, I don't know,
My
mixing up
first-
egg yolks, which
yeah.
is disgusting.
Minnie, this is what's up with Baltimore. Lamar Jackson has 4 separate injuries to the same leg, which is greatly affecting his throwing motion.
It's also affecting his like ability in the pocket. You were watching him. I was watching him on Thanksgiving, and he would like step up in the pocket, but he would like almost like tiptoe up in the pocket, like he was afraid to step on anybody's feet, which was messing with his base. So his throws were just like all upper body. So they were all over the place. My favorite start sit run through. We had to play catch up.
Jeff had built it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'd been revving his motor.
I'd had all my start sits in my brain. But I mean, a lot of these are like you know, they're ones that I've already made a lot of these decisions. Is what it is. I have a lot of these guys, so I'm like, you know, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? But yeah. All right. Now we're done. Goodbye. No. My YouTube algorithm has changed. Now it's serving me up NFL content. Now I'm getting a lot of Evangelion content and strangest extinct animals because I watched a bunch of What were animals like before the dinosaurs?
What were animals like before the dinosaurs?
Freaky.
Yeah.
Very freaky. Yeah. We got a question. Good morning. Full PPR. Need one wide receiver, two flex. Currently starting Waddle, McConkey, and Kenneth Walker. Would you work in Devin Neal, Alec Pierce, Romeo Dobbs, or Jordan Addison with good matchups, recent performance, etc.? So let's look at the matchups really quick, shall we? Evan, I need you to vamp while I look at the matchups.
Sure thing. Sorry about that glitchiness there. I only have 2 screens instead of 3, and I tried to load Mythic Football, and it made me get wonky. So I have closed Mythic Football. If you don't know what Mythic Football is, it's the hottest new form of fantasy football invented by my friends. Come to our Football Absurdity Discord, and you can get in there. It's basically fantasy football meets cracking open packs, meets equipping your guys with cool D&D items, meets fantasy football again. It all comes back around.
It all comes back around to fantasy football. All right, so this is where I'm sitting. All right, so need one wide receiver, 2 flex. So I think I'm going all wide receivers. Okay. I'm going to go Jaylen Waddle against the Jets. Actually, am I? Hold on, let me double check this. Jaylen Waddle has been an absolute mystery to me this year. You know what? I'm not going to go Jaylen Waddle. Back-to-back games outside the top 40. I'll keep that on my bench. So let's start with Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce has been on a heater. He's evolved from deep threat scam guy to legitimately good deep threat. I'm going to go Alec Pierce in this one, even with the Danny Dimes leg injury. He's still performing, so he's playing. I'm going to go Lad McConkey. I have a feeling that they're going to be focusing a lot on running and quick strikes to McConkey in that one. So with full PPR, I'm going to go Lad and Pierce, and then that comes down to your flex. I would go Dobbs last. Neal, I wouldn't want to go Devin Neal. I would probably go Kenneth Walker out of these guys. So I'd probably be going McConkey, Pierce, and Walker. Walker is extremely frustrating, but he is putting in like back-end RB2 numbers. So we're going Pierce, we're going McConkey, we're going Kenneth Walker.
Let me check out these numbers here at the risk of gumming up. Uh-oh. Yeah, I definitely need to bring back my third screen. Okay, here we go. Kenneth Walker. Has he been putting in back-end RB2 numbers, as Jeff claims? And the survey says, click game logs.
Oh my God, Evan, this is thrilling.
Yes.
We got PPR, Waddle or Davante? Go Davante there. It's a heavy zone matchup where he eats. He does the classic Zeke gif of him disgustingly eating the cereal.
And that's for
Also,
full PPR.
All right. Also, Evan, you need to get the Fantasy Pros plugin because you can just click on a player and it'll give you his rankings.
Oh,
Last 3 games, running back 19. I'm sorry, 9, 17, and 33. So,
okay.
yeah, ish.
So you went
putting
up.
up 20, 13, and 10.
You went out a little bit against consensus there by saying Davante over Waddle. Do you want to go say more on that?
I did. The Chargers play a lot of zone. He does extremely well against the zone. Jalen Waddle has not been playing well recently. That's not Jalen Waddle's fault. That's Tua's fault. It's a divisional game against the Jets, and the Jets have been doing weird things lately and suppressing teams. So I'm just gonna go like, I don't know. It's the gut. I'm gonna go Davante over Waddle.
Okay. That's cool. I hope that works out. Doesn't it feel good when you go against consensus and you're right?
Yeah, but it feels awful when you go against consensus and you blast it out on record and then you're wrong.
That is fair. Which is better, the thrill of victory or the agony of blasting defeat?
The agony of blasting defeat.
Ah, that explains why people don't go out on a limb much. Hold on. Do I @ here on a Discord or do I hashtag here?
Huh? What are you trying to do?
@ here. That works.
Oh, here. Yeah.
Or I'm just blasting out the league again.
Dang, Walker's seeing somebody with a 4-year-old kid.
Okay. Have you ever seen anybody with a kid?
As a former child, yes, I have.
Oh.
No! Don't put my loss on your conscience. Don't put your loss on my conscience. Don't do it. Don't you do it.
Everybody, I just posted the details for Mythic Football again in the chat. I think. Nope, didn't work. Okay. Must have been the @ here. Still time. Join our week. Would you go over your boom players again, please? Because we only know that once.
My boom players. All right, it's bad week for quarterback. I'm going with Bo Nix against Vegas, just playing the matchup. Not a great week for quarterbacks. Just like really stinky, nasty week for quarterbacks. I'm going my boom running back, Chase Brown, against the Buffalo defense. Buffalo defense allowing 4.2 yards after contact per rush attempt, and they're the only team in the league over 4. So they're far and away the worst rush defense in the league. Going Michael Wilson without Marvin Harrison Jr. Last 2 games where Marvin Harrison Jr. did not play, he had 33 targets, 25 receptions, 303 yards. He finishes a top 10 wide receiver both times without a touchdown, which is an incredible feat. And then my boom tight end, that would be Dalton Kincaid. He's back. The Bengals allow 23 fantasy points per game to tight ends. Number 2 is Jacksonville at 17.4. That difference between 23 and 17.4, that 5.6 difference is the same between the Jags and the Giants, who are 22nd. So it's a far and away the best matchup. So basically the boom tight end is whoever is playing against the Jacksonville Jaguars that week. So again, we got Bo Nix and I don't feel great about it. Chase Brown, Michael Wilson, and Dalton Kincaid.
Thank you. Now, you said whoever's playing against Jacksonville is the boom tight end, but I thought you said Cincinnati earlier.
I meant Cincinnati.
Yes, I did something good. No, it means I'm actually getting back to being a decent producer after a horrible day. I will let it slide, but just
I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna block you from the thing.
Cincinnati is horrible against tight end.
Oh my God, Adam Thielen quote will play a lot per Jake Laser. Go stash Adam Thielen because he could be a real PPR stinky scam guy as Aaron Rodgers does not want to throw the ball downfield. So if they pick up Adam Thielen and he could be he could be like Rust Belt Jacoby Myers. Oh boy. So go pick him. I'm gonna go pick him up in Walker's home league. Walker's home league, which everybody made fun of me. It's a one keeper league, and I had to keep Ricky Pearsall because I inherited the team. And everybody's like, "Wow, he sure drafted an old team." Well, guess who's going to the playoffs, suckers?
You are. You didn't let me guess.
And I'm adding another old guy to the team, Adam Thielen, baby. Who
That's
am I
cool.
dropping? Pop Douglas. Get out of here, Pop Douglas.
Wait a minute. Where did Jacoby Myers go?
Jacoby Myers went to Jacksonville.
That's right.
Yeah.
And now Adam Thielen is on Pittsburgh just in time to watch his quarterback get destroyed by the Ravens.
Oh, let's see. Minnie added me in the Discord. Let's swap over to the Discord really quick. We got 10 minutes here before the game starts, so we've got a few minutes here. Let's see. Where did it start? Sit advice. Thank you, Minnie, for putting all this in the Discord, by the way. Makes it a little bit easier to see. All right. Oh, boy. I'm literally in the Discord. There's a picture of me. All right. What are we doing with this? Are we adding guys? Looks like it's just a screen. Oh, desperation play.
Oh.
Have Bigsby and Quorum. Either of these aren't bad as Bigsby. Half PPR. Bigsby and Quorum. I mean, I don't want to play tank. If you're going Hail Mary, I'd go Ty Johnson out of these guys. I know he's the top ranked guy, but it's a corollary to the James Cook good matchup against the Bengals. He also has a good matchup. I would skip over. I would probably. Let's see. Would I skip over Michael Carter? Michael Carter could fall into the end zone. Jerome Ford's projected high, but I think that hasn't changed with his with Dylan Sampson playing. I did have him as a sleeper this week. I would probably go the top two guys. I would go Johnson and then Carter, and then I would just eschew the rest. I don't really think there's going to be much there over, and I would do that over Bigsby. You're accurate in saying that Quorum should be starting.
Fabulous. Nice to see another rookie come up, even though he's not a rookie anymore.
He has at one point been a rookie.
I've been waiting in Dynasty for a while.
Blake Scorum. He's scoring them fantasy points.
And in case you missed it, the college football playoffs have been announced, and yes, James Madison fans, you are in.
Who's James Madison?
Minnie's also saying Mitchell and Pacheco are available. I'm starting Pacheco in. Ooh, actually, he was injured for a while. I don't know if he's back available in Golf League. I'm playing the Avatar of Golf League this week in Golf League. No, Connor picked up Pacheco. Evan, we're playing each other in Golf League, by the way. Oh, Sampson is available. I would probably go Sampson. I would go Sampson over Johnson and over Carter. So I would go Sampson. Sampson on top of all those guys. He's spelling Quinshon Judkins, and they're running Quinshon Judkins whenever they get on the goal line, so he's getting spelled a lot. These are all like dart throws, but I would prefer to throw the Dylan Sampson dart throw to the Ty Johnson dart throw, if I could get those words out. All right. Ooh, and Evan starting Dylan Sampson in Golf League. Ooh.
I am. It sounds like me.
It's a real barn burner. Trying to explain Golf League to people is they're like, what do you mean? What is happening? Is it good that I'm starting two of my preseason top 12 tight ends in Golf League? Is that what you're going for? Is that what you want? David Njoku and Mike Gesicki? Is that what you want?
Is that your team?
That's my team.
Wow. Best of luck there. And speaking of luck, we have about 3 more minutes. If any of the 7 people watching want to get in with a question, there's no waiting unless we're talking about food, and then wait.
I need to defend putting eggs in mashed potatoes.
We need to do a bit
good.
where you give me a recipe, and every week I ask you questions about it.
And I'm dumbfounded by the fact that you're a great cook, but you don't know how to do starches. That's what blew me away. I was like, what do you mean? What are you asking these questions for, Evan? You know these answers.
Yeah, I don't do starches. I'll find a lump of gray meat in my freezer and make that thing sing. But you give me a potato, I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
I'm working on this week. I saw a recipe on TikTok. It's some traditional. It's essentially fancy Italian hash browns, but it's just onion, potato, and like a hard cheese. Thanks, OJ. You have a great Sunday. The egg thing does have me rattled, man.
I do that
do
type of.
Do not knock it until you have tried it.
I do hash.
One yolk at a time. Mix it in thoroughly so it doesn't cook. Trust me, it's great.
I do that hash brown recipe like every week with some onions and hash browns and like some parm grated and some homemade bacon.
So Evan, you're making it too complicated. No homemade bacon.
That's what I do.
It's just three simple ingredients, Evan.
Bro, I got still got like 5 pounds of homemade bacon. I'm putting in everything.
Three simple ingredients. See, I've realized I'm coming down to wanting just simple and delicious. That's what I want. That's where my wheelhouse has become.
I'm in a race to use or give away my bacon. It's been in my fridge for like a month, and there's still at least 4 pounds.
Jesus. Well, I don't eat bacon, so.
Well, they don't sell you. You know what?
I don't eat pork anymore.
Oh, okay. It's not a bad choice. But they don't sell you like half a pork belly or a quarter of a pork belly. You got to buy the whole hog, so to speak.
Oh, yeah, so that's a lot.
It is. Let's give it 30 more seconds and call it.
Okay. Any last second questions?
Last second questions are the best.
These last second questions brought to you by James Madison University, making it in over Notre Dame.
As we all predicted at the start of the year. Last second questions. Jeff could save your team. Jeff could get you the playoffs. No, he never ruins your chances. He never does that. That's not
it. Could ruin your chances. Go Niners this week, baby. I'm so excited. The Niners can only good happen for the Niners this week. Literally, no matter what happens, they'll be the 6th seed after starting the week as the 7th seed. Let's go, baby.
All right, let's sign off. What are your final comments, Jeff?
My final comments are go football. No, my final comments are thank you for making us a part of your Sunday. For some of you, this is the last week you'll be playing fantasy football. So I just want to say I do very much appreciate all of you guys, OJ, Minnie, AK, Lady Sandry, the weekly folks that pop in, see us on YouTube. I greatly appreciate that. I just love talking ball with the regulars. During the fantasy season, that is precluding me from being here. It's a 1:00 game against the Titans. They have 3 more home games, but they are Monday night and week 18. So good luck to everybody this week. Good luck to everybody next week. Go ahead.
I've asked Tony to fill in. He'll see. He never knows because he has a baby. But
perfect.
Yeah.
You're saying who we starting with Tony Martin. So that'll be the last week I'll be gone. I just want to say I really appreciate you guys making us part of your Sunday.
It's actually
it's a lot of work, but it's fun.
Now he's Tony Steele because he got married and took his wife's name.
Oh, he changed his last name?
And so in honor of his Jewish heritage, I changed it to the Start-or-Sitshow with Tony Steele.
With Tony Steele. Perfect.
All right. Bye.